Right, I am pleased to inform that I exist in this world for slightly more than usual. Owing to the fact that I actually was able to sleep and am not in need of sleep, as is usually the case when I end up making these streams these days. You know, as it happens, but time for me to be a little more daring with trying to stop the music before it automatically goes to the next one. There we go. You can actually see on the preview because of how that works. And let me also start this up that I think I was doing on Friday, if I recall. And the details of which have already escaped me, but hey, what else is new? Well, there is one detail I will probably never be able to ignore, and that's just the fact that every single time this happens, the whole resolution and arrow display and all that goes to shit, but guess that won't be a concern for much longer if I manage to get this done. But yes, I'll come back to the ending of the Chzo mythos tetralogy thing. I don't remember what I was doing on because I was very much in the stage of nodding off the last time I did this. Let me see if I can remind myself. We were this guy, we fell down an elevator shaft investigating this cult, and then we got captured by the cult, and there's still other people helping us. And apparently Trilby is helping them too as a mercenary, even though we're in the future. Meaning it should be dead by now. In universe. And I guess we managed to capture this guy. I think we had to, like, find some guns. Do we have anything in our inventory? We do. And I guess we found the guns, because we got the guy in the prison, Canning. He has a permanent expression of self-satisfaction on his face that I find very infuriating. Can we talk to Canning? I think I was in the process of starting this when I said that, yeah, no, I'm too sleepy to do this. I kinda gave up. But that is no longer the case, so let's go. Looks like you failed, old man. We're loose and you're locked up. I wouldn't count your chickens if I were you. That is a phrase I often use. There are many more to take my place. I hate to break it to you, but your guard's dead. Really? Doesn't that bother you? Should it? You even understand the situation. Of course. I don't think you do, though. Why? If you did, you'd know that my guard's condition may not be as permanent as you believe. So it would appear. Can't you see that your order has abandoned you? His complex is completely evacuated. And the building on the surface is too. Rubbish. This facility was too expensive to simply abandon as soon as work was complete. My brethren will return. Okay, so what's the deal with this cult? I'm gonna ask you very amicably. The deal? The deal is that the Order of Blessed Agonies has existed for centuries. We believe in the true way to purification. Purification through suffering. We practice the blessed agonies of the mind, body, and soul to wash ourselves of sin. And one day what? Nothing. Got some big agenda, haven't you? That's what this is all about. You're going to take over the world? Like some Saturday morning cartoon villain. I said nothing. And, well, I kinda did, but let's hear more about the trivia here. Tell me about these blessed agonies. I'm interested. Why? Thinking of applying? Just tell me. I don't see why not. For an individual to be fully purified, all three aspects of themselves must experience blessed agony. The agony of the body, physical pain, beating, burning, and cutting. Only those three, though. The agonies of the mind, boredom, fear, and insanity. And the agony of the soul, which is more refined. It's about destroying someone or something the subject loves utterly, relies upon emotionally. But if the subject doesn't have that, no. And you do all this to yourself again and again. The agony of the soul can only be experienced once. But apart from that, you are correct. This is insane. To you, maybe. But do you know the same peace as I? The same utter contentment that comes with the knowledge that you are of absolute purity? Well, perspective. I don't want to talk about this anymore. I guess he doesn't. Alrighty, so why are we being held here anyway? Surely that should be obvious. You are held here to protect the secret that this complex exists. Then why didn't you just kill us? I would have done had I received the order. But I did not. Then what do you want from us? My superiors know. In time they will let me know too. I'm sure of it. So what work has Dr. Hardy done for you? Why don't you ask her? Well, she won't tell me. Yeah, there you go. And you think I would? Yeah. Aren't you supposed to be... Oh no, young man, this is something you have to see for yourself. Aren't you supposed to be turning us against each other or something? I'd hate to spoil the surprise. Well, gee, I sure do wonder. Not like there's enough clues yet or anything. Who's the tall man in black? The one with the white mask. Ah, I see you've met the prince. You should consider yourself lucky. That thing is the prince? What the hell is he? I'm not inclined to spilling the secrets of the order to an outsider. Even if I were, very few acolytes are privy to the secrets known by the prince. And even the highest-ranking members know only slightly more than I. Do you know who the man in red is? The guy with the not Dalai Lama type robe. Who? Completely bald man in a red robe. Kinda like your red robes, but all torn up. Is he one of your people? I'm afraid I have no idea who you're talking about. All the acolytes of Chzo take very good care of their robes. I've got nothing more to say right now. Right, we just end that. We open the door. I have literally no idea how to open it. Okay. Can't get too canning from out here. Let's make heavy metal and electronic. God knows how Sam Janine got through this from the inside, I guess. Yeah, we've completed our little interrogation of that guy, so sure do wonder what follows. Guessing that the bloodstains are faintly visible on the walls here are from the attack on the trilby from earlier. So where are the others anyway, like the ones that are supposed to be our friends? Let's take a look in all of these rooms. Alright, not here, but I don't think we've looked at this room yet, because this is where the guy was stationed. Looks like whoever ran this place didn't entirely trust whoever used this office. That must be the symbol of the cult, a circle containing 4 triangles surrounding a square. It's a stack of documents stapled together. Atop a filing cabinet, kind of small, obviously the cult isn't big on paperwork. Let's check the cabinet first. This paper looks interesting. I'll add it to my journal. We live in the universe of technology, or the scientific realm, where magic is very sparse. Our shadow is the universe of magic, or ethereal realm, where magic and magical creatures are abundant. In olden times it was easier for entities to travel between the realms, hence the old stories of fantastic creatures. The druid Kabadath, circa 55 BC, created a bridging portal quite easily using a comparatively simple ritual. Since then, however, the background level of magic in the scientific realm has faded, and a ritual much larger in scope is required to transport any entity from one realm to the other. The ritual calls for the creation and sacrifice of a bridge, a living creature with ties to both realms, usually an entity born in the scientific realm, but later having their aspects imbued with magic. When all 3 of the bridge's aspects, body, mind, and soul, are annihilated in conjunction, echoes of weakness ripple through the membrane between the realms and a portal can be opened. Exactly how long the portal remains open depends on the presence of the bridge. So did we get the document? No, we didn't. I guess we actually opened up the cabinet. Everything else is just useless buildings. Or building an account, record keeping. So what about the actual documents? Papers. It's a thick stack of useless accounting reports. I'm not even sure why I picked it up. Oh, okay. Staple may come in handy. We somehow know this. You know, true adventure game protagonist right there. What about the notepad? Top pages are torn off, but judging by the indentations, someone wrote down a series of numbers I can't quite make out. We're gonna use the old pencil trick. We don't have a pencil though. It's entirely practical and efficient, like the desks at my office. What about the computer? Looks like it's part of the internal network. Looks like Canning left some kind of environmental control program open. We can release security cycle ventilators or reset the thermostat. And I guess we have level 1 security released. Can we release all of them at once, or is it like only one at a time? Okay. Level 2 not available from this terminal. Level 3 not available from this terminal. Cycle the ventilators. Is that all? Yeah, there we go. Is there anything in the desk? There aren't any drawers and there's nothing much of interest on the desktop. Okay. So we've gained a staple. We've turned off level 1 security, so it appears. And we've also cycled the ventilators and reset the thermostat, whatever that did. We already looked at this room. Guess we're pretty much just trying to find the other two characters. Massive splatter of blood left behind, no doubt, when the guard was thrown up by that tall man. Alright, that's that. There's no one here. I don't think this door was opened before, but maybe what we did will have opened it. There's a high security lock requiring high clearance, so yeah, never mind. Guess that's not it. Okay. And this one's a security lock, so yeah, I guess I have no idea what we did. Oh yeah, I get a keypad there. And a slot there. Commander's wearing the spectacles and lab coat that denotes scientific. Okay, so that has not changed. Dr. Hardy. Yes, Mr. LeCabe, go ahead. There's something I'm supposed to be doing. And help me find a way through the hub security door if you want. It seems that a keycard and a passcode are required. Well, I found a keycard. I don't think I tried it yet. Oh man, doggo. Sure do wonder who's making noise out there. They're probably being very annoying. Where's Janine? I believe she went into the kitchen. Okay, I don't remember where that is. I think that's in the living quarters, yeah, that's why. It's not directly connected to the hallway, which is why I haven't seen her. Saw the man in red again. He released me from the holding cell. So he knows the order security codes. No, I think he teleported me. That's absurd. I swear. There was a flash, and the next thing I knew I was in the medical storage room. So obviously. But if he can teleport people at will, why does he not teleport us out of the complex altogether? If what you say is true, it raises many unsettling questions. Well, I agree. I fear this man has his own agenda, and probably not a benevolent one. But he set me free. No follow-up to that, though. I saw some kind of monster. Calm down. What did you see? He was like a man, but so tall and thin, like a stickman. His face was just white, and there was blood everywhere. Pull yourself together, Mr. LeCabe. But the monster? Whatever you think you saw, it's gone now. You're safe. I wish I could believe you. Well, don't know if I believe it, so how's it going with the security door? Not wonderfully. As far as I can see, there are 2 security panels that must both be deactivated. One calls for a keycard, the other for a numerical passcode. After that, I think 2 unlocking mechanisms will be revealed. They have to be activated simultaneously, yeah. Saw that one coming. What do you think? In the absence of the keycard and passcode, I may be able to force my way through, given the right tools. Then again, maybe we could find a keycard and passcode lying around the complex. I think that would be easier than finding the tools to break through the store, but okay. Just considering options right now. So there we are. So if we take the keycard we found, which I don't remember where we found it, and try it on this side, is this the one we need? Oh, there we go. Must be one of the unlocking mechanisms for the blast door, but the other one's not revealed yet, so it's so stiff will Rust will take 2 hands to turn it. That's not gonna happen while I'm in plaster. Well, maybe if someone else can do it, I mean. You got 2 people that aren't completely battered up like we are. And here we are. Hang on. Let's see what she's got to say. What do you think we should do now? I'm not sure. Oh, maybe we should do what? Maybe you should ask Sam. Oh, okay. Have you seen Sam? He said she was going to investigate the hub entrance. We already know that, but I think I saw the man you're so scared of. Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have. What do you mean? Now you probably wonder what scares me about him. But I'm telling you, he just fills me with panic. No, I don't wonder. I don't. Really? I swear. Right, that's settled, I guess. That's all I wanted. Okay. Alright, out we go. So I guess our next mission is to try and figure out what the passcode for the right panel would be. So through and through we go. Clicking our way through the hallway. Into this room that I barely remember. Touchscreen monitor. Let's try the touchscreen. I don't remember what happened when we tried this before. Oh. I'm pretty sure it wasn't to this, though. Also, hey, Axical, what's up? Okay, not quite sure what that did. Review input, current input. Download current image, downloaded the image into my cell phone, so I downloaded a picture of static into my cell phone, I guess. Right, what do we got? Part of a corridor, but not the one outside. Must be another part of the complex I don't have access to. That's camera 1. Camera 2 is a barracks or some kind of storage facility. Camera 3 is large glass tube standing in a row against the wall. Can't make head or tail of it. And camera 4. Canning's office. I recognize the layout of things on his desk. I don't know, review input. Oh, I see. That's what that does. Must be old footage. It shows Canning working at his desk. There's something written on the notepad on the corner of the desk, but I can't quite make it out. Well, what if we now download the image into the cell phone? Not really sure how that would help. Maybe with the lens? What should I call? Okay, never mind. Maybe with the lens here. Okay. I can make out the numbers in the notepad. 7759. Maybe this is the passcode for the blast door. Seems like a bit of a security risk to just have it written down in pencil like that, but... So yeah, I guess my earlier impression that it was gonna be the old thing where you use a pencil to write over the indentations on a notepad was not quite accurate. Wouldn't have thought a bureaucrat would have such a head on his shoulders. Well, I hope that was a compliment. Now I think we need to turn both wheels simultaneously. Yeah, but I can do it. I don't think. It's no use. I need both hands free. I see. And we're gonna need another pair of hands. Leave it to me, I guess. It's time for us to call the other one. Could be this way, no, it would be the other way. Well, we could walk all the way over here, or we could have used the phone, but since I'm already here, let's see what happens. Keep forgetting that I have the phone. Hey, we kinda need your help, friend. We need your help to open the hub. Oh, I don't think I could. You have to, Janine. You're the only one who can help. We'll just get it open, then we can get out. I know, but what if I run into him? Look, there's no one else around. That's made a difference before. Canning is in the cell. His guard is dead. Dead. Aside from us three, nothing else is moving, I'm certain. Come on now, this is our ticket out. Okay, I'll be there soon. And so we are. Let's get the hell out of here. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, that worked out well enough. Doesn't look like an elevator to me. I don't see anything. Wait here, I'll check it out. Okay. Do you trust her? Do you? I would if she gave me any reason to, but well, I know what you mean. But right now she seems like our best hope of getting out of here. Even so, there's gotta be a reason why she doesn't want us to know about her work. I think she already told you, though. My reputation, and I'm not sure we should trust her to go in there alone. Hey, after you, man. Okay. Guess we're following up on that, or not. Dr. Hardy? Ooh. Well, that didn't go so well. Aren't you gonna say something? I can't think of anything. I can. We're going to die down here. Don't say that. We're not gonna die. We can get back into the hub. You don't get it. He won't let us out, whoever he is. I mean, you don't know that he did that, but he won't let me out. You have to stop him. So what are you talking about? I see you. I see what you are. You're the one who did this to me. I didn't do anything to you. Why won't you stop him? How many times do you have to kill him? Kidding, you're not making any sense. You're mistaking me for someone else. Mr. DeCabe, yes? I'm sorry, I... Gotta go over here now. Leave me alone. Well, there she goes. I wouldn't go out there if I were you. Night has fallen. The prince is on patrol. I guess that's what that signifies. He's in no danger. At least not from him. Remain here until morning. Tell me who you are. Are you with the cult? My identity is meaningless. I am just an avatar. And I have no allegiances. If you're not with the cult, help us get out of here. It'll go badly for you if you don't. There's going to be some serious police action after this, I promise you. I cannot do that. Why not? Because that is not how it goes. Okay. Oh, give me strength. You seem very confident that you will escape from this place. Of course I am. Why? Because if I wasn't, I'd go insane. I resist. Screw you, whoever you are. Oh yeah, that guy's sudden intermittent appearance doesn't really change anything. But font the letter sizes are all different, heights rather, width all looks the same. Yeah, I suppose. I think I noticed that, but I wasn't sure if it was because the resolution of the... I'm actually kind of looking at this at 2 monitors at once. And they both have different resolutions, so I wonder if that was related to that, but perhaps not. Door won't open. Guessing this door won't open either. Or yes, it will. What's happening? Well, here comes somebody. Is that us from before? Who the hell do you think you are? Oh god. Stop this. Stop what? You're the one pretending to be me. Okay then. Sleep. Still not entirely clear on the tall man's ability to just be like synchronize his movements with those of other people. Unlike the parallel worlds. I don't remember falling asleep. Got to find out what's in the hub before anyone tries to go inside it again. Okay, well, we're again, I guess we made it to day 3. The halfway point. Well, I guess the end of day 3 would be the halfway point, and the writing a little bit more clear right now. Get the feeling that we'll continue to move that way. Oh, here's the hub again. That's Samantha's blood. By the time she was dead, she had lost virtually all of it. And there's the big old steel door. Strong enough to be a blast door. There's sound within our central hub, authorized personnel only. And I really don't think we're gonna be able to open it though. Can't turn even one of the wheels on our own, and we would have to turn both to get out of here, so. Door won't open, so Janine must have locked herself in. Can we talk to her? It won't reply. Nope. Guess that's a no then. Well, what if we call her? It says here Samantha's phone is still switched on. Okay. Well, shouldn't we turn it off before laying her out? What if we call that phone? Could... who is this? 2. Sev or 1. What? I can't. They hang up. I see. So I don't know, maybe we try that on the keypad now, even though I have no idea if that would produce anything different. I already entered the code. Okay, so you won't even let us enter the code. So let's follow with our original plan and call you in instead, I guess. What? What are you? I am in the sleeping quarters. Don't tell me to come out. I don't understand anything that's happening. Don't even remember how we got here. Are you alright? Yeah, surely you are. Yes. No. No, I'm not alright. Sam is dead. I know, but Sam is dead and I think I'm going mad. Why do you say that? What could possibly cause you to say that? I remember Sam dying. I remember taking her to the medical bay, but then everything goes blank. I'm scared. Something happened to you last night, apparently. You were there. What did I do? You were acting odd, like you were someone else. You were taking or talking to me like I was someone else. Oh god, I remember. I remember talking to you, but it wasn't me. It was like looking through the eye holes of a mask. And I knew that the thing I was... It makes me feel so sick. Alright, so we got 2 suspects for that, I guess. Just come out of the sleeping quarters, even though you told me not to ask you that. No, I don't want to. Please, Janine. There's something out there. It's gonna kill us both. I'll never escape from the complex. I don't care. I'd rather starve in here than die like Sam did. Why can't you leave me alone? Well, I need you to get the hub open again, that's the thing. You know, I can't even turn one of the wheels on my own. The reason behind this whole mess is in the hub. I guess I'll check it out next. Like I'm being drawn to it. Sam was murdered when she went in there. I know. All the more reason to see what's important enough to kill for. You're insane, and you're on your own. So I guess you won't help us out. What if I found out for certain what's inside the hub? Would you help me get inside? If it was safe. It'd have to be really, really safe, like we didn't see someone like a petting zoo or equivalent, and you'd still be going in on your own. Like we didn't see someone getting killed after going in there already, but you notice any changes in the main corridor? No, I don't. Honestly, yes. You don't see transforming? Becoming some kind of dungeon, brick walls, blood everywhere, dirt floor. What are you talking about? Oh, is it always like that? Oh, I see. Are you coming out? No. Well, I guess that's as far as that's gonna get us. For the time being. Something I haven't really checked before. I don't even think is. I thought there was like I guess this looks like an elevator entrance, but there's like no actual entrance. Or anything we can do to open it. I guess we're checking the rooms again. Oh, hello. Who are you? Could you tell me where I am? You're dead. I saw you die. Dead? Yes, I remember being dead. But I don't remember you. Your guts were torn out. The blood's still on the floor. Honestly? Perhaps it's best that I don't remember. So where am I? This is impossible. Well, are you gonna answer my questions anytime soon? I guess we will have to. Alright, yes. Who are you? My name is Trilby. That much I know. Even that sole fact isn't sufficient, though. I get the feeling I have or had other names in the past. Trilby the cat burglar. Cat burglar. Yes, that was one of my names. Can't possibly be that Trilby, though, apparently. Nevertheless, I'm certain that Trilby is my name. But Trilby died hundreds of years ago. And I already told you. I remember that I was dead. Your statement only further reinforces my claim. That doesn't make any sense, and yet here we are. I get the feeling that when he says I remember being dead, that's supposed to be a callback to the end of Trilby's notes. He gets, like, mysteriously brought back to life. Well, how did you come back to life anyway? I don't know yet. You do know that resurrection is completely impossible, right? You do know... Yeah, okay, I thought I knew it. Recent events are forcing me to reassess this, however. All I know is that I was dead, and now I am alive again. Refusing to believe this will not answer my questions. You don't remember working for the Order? Order. The Order of Blessed Agonies. Agonies. I remember something. I get a name. John Defoe. He's important in some way. In fact, I spent many years researching him. I've never heard that name before. You don't remember why you were working for the Order? I'm afraid not. So what do you remember? Not much. A few flashes now and then, images and sounds, no dates or details attached. I remember John Defoe, as I said. And from that name, a few other memories return. Standing on a hill, watching something burning in the distance. I guess that's the end of the first game. My hands covered in blood. And then a place that was two places at once. And that's a third game. Lying on something hard, my stomach really hurts and someone is talking to me. But it's mostly a fog up until the moment I woke up here. So you woke up here. Well, not right here. I just felt myself gravitate to this spot. Somehow, like something important happened here. Yes, this is where you were killed. So you said, yes. I suppose that would explain it. Maybe you should look around where you woke up. Or maybe you'll find out more details about your last death, which we witnessed. What was your name again? The Cave. Theodore the Cave. Been a great help, Mr. the Cave. Excuse me, won't you? And there he goes. That was very informative. So I wonder where he's gone off to now. Oh, I guess that answers that. I can't even see the symbols on the walls anymore, so I can tell what room that is. Rather, they're very, very faint. Oh, okay. I guess this was not open before. Part of the complex intranet, as opposed to network, which was the other one said. Spotless looks like it's been completely scrubbed clean. Refrigeration unit, I can see some vials of blood and plasma in there. And some lumps of tissue in petri dishes. And cylinders. Glass cylindrical tube just about big enough for a human to stand in. It's no technology I recognize. This one looks like it has something inside. There's someone in there with skin as white as alabaster. I can't make out any features. I don't think they have any. Even though the fact that they physically exist kinda requires them to have some kind of features. That'd be like saying that... It reminds me of people that say that they don't have an accent when that's kind of impossible, you know. But a similar book in the sleeping quarters. So let's pick up this here book, add it to my journal. This time another came to the tree that was the prince's soul, and this other was of the faith but blinded by pride, and so he was the prideful acolyte. And the prideful acolyte threw down the guide, and subjecting the guide to the blessed agony of the body, he called forth the prince, and the prince crossed over to the land of technology. Prideful acolyte threw down the guide. I guess that's Lenkman from Trilby's notes. And the prince was much displeased, for the prideful acolyte would in his arrogance interfere with the destiny of the guide, and so he threw down the prideful acolyte, and the prideful acolyte became the puppet, and knew the name of the king. And with great fear did the guide take up the soul of the bridge-keeper, immune to its influence, for the bridge-keeper was also greatly fearful. And he hid the soul of the bridge-keeper away to a place where it would meet its final destiny. And the prince and the puppet took their message to the Order of Blessed Agonies, which I guess was the ending of Trilby's notes and the hat. There's something awfully familiar about it. Can we put it on? It wouldn't suit me, I see. Well, there's the guy again, Trilby. Tall and athletic man, physically in his early 30s, wearing absurdly old-fashioned clothes. Yes. So what is this place anyway? No idea, but this is where I woke up. Never seen technology like this. Here is it. It's 2189. Oh, I can't remember what year it was the last time I checked. But I'm pretty sure I've lost a century or two somewhere along the way. Anything coming back? Nothing from this room. But the more I think about the name John Defoe, it's like there's something scrabbling at the back of my mind. I feel like I'm on the verge of rediscovering something terrible. Something that almost destroyed me. Listen, this complex is dangerous. I think there's something haunting us. It's already killed someone. Or a couple people, yourself included. We need to find a way out of here. And go where? All the answers I seek are here. I just have to find them. You could be killed. Death didn't stop me the last time, apparently. If what you say is true, you're the one who should be worrying. Alrighty then. Could you help me open a door? Not right now. I wish to remain here until I remember something. How long will that take? How should I know? Right. Guess he's not gonna help us out right now. Until he remembers. There's also a camera up here, but we can't examine that one. I suppose that's supposed to be a bit of a hint for what we do next. So the room next door. I hope this is the room I think it is. It's the camera room again. Yeah, there we go. So let's change the camera. Let's see. That's the office. Camera 5 is restricted. I was gonna try clicking out it anyway just to see what it says. Oh, I see. Okay, what was the number again? It was 2741, I think. Was it 2741? Or did that do nothing? It was 2741. Oh wait, I just realized I clicked the wrong buttons. Okay, never mind. Monitor. It's some kind of white circular chamber viewed from above. This must be the hub. From the look of it, there's nothing in it but the remains of some old ruined building. Oh, I see. Oh, I think I know where we are then. So let me see. We still have that paperclip that we haven't done anything with. Guess we download this image to the phone. And maybe with this we can call Janine and tell her what we found. Are you coming out? No. I've seen what's inside the hub though. You have? Can you show me? Yep, I've got the image on my phone. I'm sending it to you now. There you go. I see it. There's nothing to be afraid of, see? It's just some old ruin. Whatever killed Dr. Hardy is gone now. Yes, I see. It's funny, but when I see this, I don't feel so afraid. Like I'm seeing a place where I can find peace at last. Will you help me get there? Sure, but you have to come out of the sleeping quarters. It's kind of a little detail there. Fine. I'll wait for you outside the hub. We have to get in there. So we got one half of what we need, I guess. We got one person helping us to open it, but we need two, and we can't be the other one because we're too weak to actually turn the wheel. So I guess we need to get Trilby on our side now. Yeah, well, you know, it's the room with the glass tubes. What if we review the input? Can't make head nor tail of it. Current input? I don't know. Still don't fully understand what the review input thing is supposed to be, like rewind the tape, or whatever you want to call it. The image doesn't seem to change though. What about the other cameras? I haven't tried the view thing with those. Current input, review input, yeah, I guess that's it. So let's say current footage or review old footage, though. It seems like that would be a better way to convey what that's supposed to be. Different corridor, and this one's gonna be the same. I don't know. Thought we were gonna be able to get more images from that, but maybe not. If we go back to the holding cell, which I think is this place. Oh, that's not it. That's the office. It's this place then. Yeah, here we are. Hey, guess what? Back again. Let me brief you on everything we found. Dr. Hardy is dead. Reap what you sow. Doesn't that bother you in the slightest? You and your whole insane order are accessories to murder. Once we get out, you're gonna do a lot of time for this. The words are like the warbles of a sparrow. The Order of Blessed Agonies fears no mortal agency. We are under divine protection. What do you mean protection? Oh wait, clicked the wrong thing. We are under the guiding hand of God, the King, Chzo, and when he enters this world, I don't even know why I'm talking to you. You're just a brainwashed lunatic. Your words are sounding hollow even to you, are they not? Don't tell me what Dr. Hardy was doing here. She's obviously not gonna tell me anymore. I mean, you still haven't figured it out. I'd be disappointed if I felt even a shred of respect for you. Just tell me. You were allowing her to fulfill her chosen role. In this case, the field of biochemistry. Can ask you for anything more. Your regard seems to be alive again. So you think he rose from the grave? I don't know what to think. Thinking is something you would need to do more of, boy. He doesn't remember working for you. Of course not. He never does. Were I not trapped in here, I would have been able to give him his usual instructions. How many times have you had to do that? Your questions bore me. Come back if you ever figure anything out. By the way, who is John Defoe? Ah, now we're getting somewhere. John Defoe is the bridge keeper. I guess he will gladly tell you about. It is through him that the king will enter our world. Where is he? He's all around us. And again, he's also drifting off somewhere in deep space. Give me a straight answer, for God's sake. There is no straight answer to your question. Why do you ask it anyways? Shelby told me the name. It's just about the only thing he remembers. Your words will not fully restore a lost memory. A picture does a better job. What picture? I'll tell you what. If you can figure out by yourself what work Dr. Hardy was doing for us, I'll help you. Okay, but if I claim that I have figured out what Dr. Hardy was doing, I wasn't expecting it to be able to let me. Thinks he was a genetic engineer, cryogenicist, a cloner, or a scientist at all. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Thinks she was a cloner. Had her creating multiple copies of Trilby. And when I thought I saw him come back to life, it was just a different clone. Congratulations. Now the more complex question. Why? What would we need clones of this particular individual for? I don't know. You don't know anything about the Defoe Manor incident? The Clan Bronwyn Hotel incident? No. Forget it then. Alright, you wanted to know what could jog his memory. Here is my advice. A newborn often reacts positively to an image of its mother. Oh, that's all you can give me? That's all I intend to give you. I'm not your personal advisor, boy. Right, I guess he's not gonna tell us anything else. I get the feeling that might mean a picture of Samantha, but I don't know if I have that. Let's call my office, nothing but static. Let's call the police, nothing but static. I don't really know how we're gonna be able to get that now. Or at least I wouldn't have been able to until I realized that she's still here. Didn't know who you were, Dr. Hardy, or what you were hiding from me, but I know you didn't deserve this, and as soon as we get out of here, I'll make sure you're buried properly. Well, the ID card she wore on her lab coat bore her picture, if I can just retrieve it. Oh, okay. Damn, it isn't here. Where did it go? Can we just, I don't think so. Okay. Seems like if we can't find an alternative, that would be the thing to do, but I guess we're assuming that that's not an option right now. Oh, we got a burned paper from Acolyte Garriott to Acolyte the Raven. Our preparations are complete. Feel free to evacuate yourself and your staff when you have finished burning your records, but make sure Canning and the prisoners remain. Our master will also remain and make his own arrangements. I will evacuate last when I have given the building and complex a final inspect. Okay. Guess that's it then. Well, as it happens, we can't complete this little mission. Because we couldn't find the ID card and we refused to take a picture of the corpse, so... So, hey, let's talk to Janine, shall we? What? What now? We have to get this door open. Quickly. Do you have Dr. Hardy's ID card? I don't know why you would, but I guess we have to ask you this. I just wanted to remember her in some way. Don't judge me. Well, I do judge the fact that I really don't know how I would think to ask you specifically when I was looking for it. I will judge that, but there we go. We got the ID card with Dr. Hardy's photos ID. Looks serious as always. Well, let's go into the door where Trilby is. No, I don't know what it says. That's a few times it's happened now, just in this game alone, where I think I look at a puzzle and I think, oh, it's probably gonna have this solution, but no, the solution turns out to be completely different. Take a look at this picture. Who is this? Samantha Hardy. Do you know her? Hardy. Maybe there's something about her face. Did I meet her? She's dead. Hardy, dead. Oh, Jesus, it wasn't me. It used my hands, but it wasn't me. What? I'm so sorry, Philip. Oh boy, you didn't deserve. Why are you doing this to us? Calm down. You're freaking out. I apologize. Some memories returned with a suddenness that caught me off guard. Nothing that answers why I am in this facility, however. Listen, I need your help. There's a door that needs 2 people to open it. Being that behind it we can both find the answers we seek. That seems a good place to start us, any. Please lead the way. Also, I'm pretty sure that sentence wasn't quite written correctly, but okay. I'm back, Janine. Good, let's, stay away from me. Well... no. What on earth's the matter? Are you scared of the dead guy? Wait a second. Trilby's the one you're so scared of? Of course. Who else would it be, for God's sake? Madam, I don't even know who you are. Why are you so afraid of him? What do you think he'll do to you? I don't know. I don't know why I'm so scared. But I just look at him and I feel like I'm gonna faint. Janine, listen to me. He's not with the Order anymore. He's lost his memories. He won't hurt us. I promise. We need him if we're going to open this door. And once it's open, we'll be able to get into the hub. Yes, the hub. Okay. Let's get these wheels turned. Could you stand between me and him? Sure. Why isn't it working? Oh boy, it worked last time. Maybe the fuse is blown. Gotta fix it. I have to get in here. Okay, I'll take care of it. I don't know how, but... Let's get another little quest again. I don't know where the fuse would even be. But I guess we're off on yet another quest. In we go. Oh, there's a fuse box, which I had completely forgotten about. This place must have its own generator. The technology is really antiquated. I guess that's what that translates to. So let's take a look. Don't know much about electrics, but one of the fuses definitely looks burnt out to me. Oh, we just close it again. Let's go ahead and save, in case I screw something up here. Can we do something stupid like just fix it with the staple? That ought to do the trick. Okay, I guess that's what did the trick. Just, you know, obviously. And, well, you know, I did it already, I guess. Where's Janine? She went on ahead. I tried to stop her, but she just ignored me. Come on. Well, let's follow suit and see what we find. Alright, what's this? Who are you? We are doormen. Our task is to stand here always. Did a woman pass through here? Yes. Why didn't you stop her? Our task is only to stand here. Not to monitor who goes in or out. Well, I guess we can follow her then. Are these clones? What? Are these clones of me? Yeah, I think so. Am I a clone? Yes. Ah. I did consider it as one of the likelier possibilities. It explains pretty much everything. Shall we continue? Sure. Guess we're not gonna question it any further than that. Are we going in? I'm scared. You don't know what to expect. Seen what's in there on the security camera. It's a bunch of ancient ruins. But I don't know. It's like what Janine talked about, a completely irrational fear. Janine may be in danger. I know. I know. Okay, let's do this. And find ourselves back in the first game again. What? Mr. DeCabe. Janine. What? What's going on? Where am I? Theo, are we in the hub? I think so. This isn't the ruin I saw. I know this place. John Defoe. This is where he lives. How do you know? Because this is where I destroyed him. Or I thought I destroyed him. I tied his spirit to his bones and set him ablaze. But that was just a movie. No, it's... Look out. Well, there we go again. What the hell was that? What's happening to the walls? Well, apparently they're breathing straight into the microphone. Oh boy, and there he is. Not you, apparently she's in him as well. What? And now we're just out here. Do you understand, Theodore DeCabe? No, not really. I do not understand it. I don't understand why I'm being put through this nightmare. I don't understand the things I'm seeing. And I don't understand why you can't give me a simple, straight answer. If straight answers are what you require, then I will accommodate you. Okay, the house you saw is called the Defoe Manor. It does not, however, physically exist. It is a construct of John Defoe's mind, a manifestation. So why the hell is it here? When John Defoe died, his mind and body went into his house. Until we burned it down 200 years ago, he assumed that both were destroyed. But the infection of Defoe's mind clung to the ruins and to the very land on which it stood, even while his body burned away. Okay, so it wasn't a ruin I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be the ruin of Calvad's house. The Order of Blessed Agonies built this place around it. Measures had to be taken, however, to ensure that the infection would not spread. What measures? Let me reiterate what the cultist asks you. Why was Samantha Hardy employed to clone Trilby of all people multiple times? I haven't got a clue. Clues you have had plenty of. Well, I'd have had clues, but certainly not any inkling of what logic I'm supposed to follow. But that's the thing. Also, hello, Vesile. Just stand here, doorman. Not actually look after the door. You know, being a doorman typically involves some kind of involvement looking after the door, but I guess not in this case. Let's see. Why make clones of Trilby? Wonder if we can get like more flavor text out of this, or if we have to pick the correct one. Or if, rather, if we advance even if we don't pick the correct one. To act as guards for the complex, because Trilby is important to the Order's prophecies. He knows the most about John Defoe. I mean, all of these things are true, I'm pretty sure, but we're supposed to pick one specifically. Let's pick this one first. Trilby is important to the Order's prophecies. He's the guide, so they said. Prophecy does not shape the future, even though it's Been pretty accurate so far, merely offers a window into it. There is a more practical reason. He knows the most about John Defoe. The Order's current leader knows far more about Defoe's nature than Trilby ever did. Besides, if it were just about knowledge, why clone him so many times? I feel you are coming close to the truth, though. We're heading farther down the list, is what he means, I guess. John Defoe is scared of him. Why do you say that? Back there in the manor, as soon as Trilby was removed, everything started going berserk. Indeed. For a wraith, being crammed back inside your rotting bones is a traumatic and painful experience. To then be shot down and set alight, unable to die, to feel the constant agony of body and mind reduced to ash. Until then, Defoe feared only his father. Afterwards, Trilby was, in his mind, the embodiment of pain. And his mere presence acts as a ward against Defoe. Trilby was from then on utterly immune to Defoe's corrosive influence, although he never realized it. And only with a constant presence of Trilby throughout the complex could the evil of Defoe's mind be restrained within the hub. Okay, but the tall thin man, the one with the coat, he's the head of the Order, right? Correct. Why does he keep killing the Trilbys then? I mean, that I do not know. But I do know that the more of them that die, the further the foe bleeds into the surrounding complex. You may not have long. What will happen? The foe is a creature of monstrous violence. Samantha Harty's fate, I fear, was only the beginning. Guess that's what happened. Oh god. Is Janine alright? Perhaps you should find out. I guess we're gonna go find her now. Oh goodness, here we go again. At the dark dungeon reality shifting rave party. And there's Cavadath again. Need her to open the door. She's gonna very slowly teleport towards us. For God's sake. Until he's right next to us and he's just gonna walk. Oh, okay. I guess we made it in. I'm sorry, Theo. I know. I'm just so scared. I know. It keeps happening. I don't even remember going into the hub. You blacked out. I was waiting for you outside the door. And I was nothing. And the next I knew I was in that room in front of you. Scared out of my mind because there's something. Something's trying to take me over. Look at me, okay? Nothing's gonna take you over. I'm not gonna let that happen. I can feel it all around me. Watching, whispering in my ear all the time. Janine, just hold me. Oh boy. It's gonna be the part with the scene that everyone... or that came out... how do I put it? Not conveying what the author intended, pretty much. Something tells me to stop when it starts to hurt. I ignore it. Evil raging outside our door, we comfort each other. Through love and pain we bond. At the sixth day we would both be dead. I remember that being visually different, but maybe they changed it. So, what is it now? I'm pretty sure, according to the author, that scene was just supposed to be completely repulsive. And yet some people actually misinterpret it as failed fan service, I don't know. Oh. Okay. Quite sure what was the takeaway from that, but... yes, we woke up again. Where did she go? I should probably check the kitchen before going out into the hallway. But there's nothing here. symbol of the order and the refrigerator, which I don't even remember if there's anything in there. But no, never mind, I guess we're going out. Let's see how bad the corrosion has progressed. It's gotten pretty bad. Oh, okay. I guess I would just a generic sound effect though. Ah, there. What, man? Oh wait, that says not man. Actually, wait a minute. Maybe we were supposed to react to that. But I guess the elevator is being completely replaced with a column of some kind. Hey, this guy's dead for real. What do you know? Oh, jeez. It's kind of difficult to target things when they have to be pixel perfect. Cunning's blood, I know it is. Somehow it's splattered all over the cell. Can we open the door? Nope, we still don't know how to open it. We're afraid to touch the blood. Well, at least now we kinda know what happened. Blood won't reply though. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's not good. Let's try to get away. Shall we? Hang on, let me... Yacht. There we go. Looks like we got a good old case of welder possession again. Why is this door glowing now? Oh, I see. Just we're going into where... There's some kind of barrier blocking the way, like a force field, but also like something else entirely. I see. Alright, and there she is, so... Can't go into the basement where the corpse was. So it seems. Is she coming from the right side? I guess she must be. Can't go back in the hub now, I would imagine. Never in a million years open it with my both hands. I guess we're not going back in there now. We have run out of the people who would even allow us to. Have a chance of opening that door. Let's very gingerly try to approach that door that changed in the hallway, but might as well take a look at this one here. It's still locked. Yep, there's a security lock. I wonder if we're ever gonna go in there. Alright, let's try to get to this door. See if we can beat her there. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a pickaxe. It's like it's there, but it isn't. Right. I think I see what we gotta do since this one's glowing blue as well. When I touch it, pins and needles run up my arm. When I pick it up, it doesn't seem to have any weight at all. And yet we have it. I don't know how to describe it. It's like I'm holding the idea of a pickaxe, yet not an actual pickaxe. So let's walk all the way around again. Can we look at her? She's wearing some kind of paper mask and holding a knife, and there's something different about her posture. I don't know what that would be though. So let's go back into our sleeping quarters again. Go back into the full kitchen. Let's fold different kitchen again, I guess. And use the pickaxe on the hole to get rid of the... Hello. Or not, never mind. Okay, I guess we are able to use the pickaxe to repel the... I guess we have to go that way now. But we'll go through the hole, but I guess not. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Okay, I guess we're not going that way there. I don't think so. Alright, maybe we have to do it differently. Can we get another way that's not as intuitive as you would expect? So apparently she's repelled by the pickaxe. So what if we wait for her to get close and then use it? Hey, check it out. It's open now. And there's the tall man. Okay. No. I have no idea how this works spatially, but I guess I don't have to understand it. That was day 4, time to go to day 5. February 3rd. Oh, we're back in the future. In the 7 days setting. This, of course, is our resident celebrity. The Mephistopheles killer. Yes, you'll remember it was all over the news. Last year, the EFS Mephistopheles was relaunched with a skeleton crew of 6. The appointed ship's counselor was one Dr. Jonathan Somerset, and he reported for duty punctually and on schedule. Unfortunately, shortly after the launch, it was discovered that the real Dr. Jonathan Somerset was dead. Pushed down a flight of stairs, presumably by the imposter who had taken his place. Off-world security was dispatched to intercept the Mephistopheles. Its last recorded communication was a 505 distress call to the EFS Charisma. By the time off-world security arrived, this man had slaughtered the entire crew. Except that's not quite how it happened, but okay, so who is he? His name is Malcolm Somerset, the only son of Dr. Jonathan Somerset. He was a student of psychology at Ganymede University, wanting to follow in his father's footsteps. But he failed the final examination and dropped out. Couldn't he have just retaken it? I mean, it seems becoming a shipboard counselor was his dream, and when his father was called up, he couldn't hold in his jealousy. So why did he kill the Mephistopheles crew? That's partly why he remains under psychiatric study. It's a complete mystery. His profile is completely inconsistent with a spree killer. The best theory we have is that he was found out and killed out of desperation. That doesn't explain the demented creativity, the sheer bloodthirsty relish with which his crewmates were slaughtered. One man was impaled, another was blinded. The first officer had her head twisted right around. Many of the corpses were dismembered and stitched randomly together into Frankenstein-like monstrosities. Certainly not the actions of a man simply trying to cover up a far less serious crime. But let's leave him for the moment and move on. We can, and... I guess we're playing as this guy again. Pretty much the only thing to look at in here. There's a hatch built into it for moving food and small items into the cell. Let's make another save. And there we are. Can't look at ourselves even. There's a door, and I guess that's pretty much the only thing we can look at. We don't have anything in our inventory. Got tired of yelling at the guards pretty fast. Door won't reply. And there's nothing else to look at, so... Oh wait, what is this now? You. I was beginning to think you'd gone forever. This shall be our last meeting. Get me out of here, right? You owe me at least that. What makes you think I owe you anything? You're the one who made me kill my father. I only encouraged you to do what you already intended. You promised me I wouldn't get caught. You wouldn't have been caught had the Mephistopheles left that locker alone. You knew about that. Did you know about John Defoe? Was it all part of some plan? I did not scheme it, but I did know it would come to pass, and all I did was encourage events to take place as I had seen. You know, they think I did it. All that senseless murder. I've been locked up in here for 6 months. I don't care about you or any of your bullshit. Just get me out of here and you'll never hear from me again, I swear. I very much doubt that. But rest assured I am here to release you. Thank you. What do I have to do? Just use the key and leave by the door. What? Maybe you haven't noticed, but the lock is on the outside. Besides, the guards outside will... I'm not talking about that door. What are you talking about? What door? What key? Who are you? Well, I don't know. You know, even... Can't remember... Oh, okay. Kind of remembering the... Looks like there's something in there. Remembering how this is gonna end up, I still could not answer that, and I'm not entirely sure the other could, either. To what extent? Someone sent me a parcel with no return address. Contains some kind of oddly shaped knife. By the feel of it, I feel it's old enough to be an antique. It's like some kind of ancient knife but with teeth on the end, like a key. Right. Maybe on the wall. How do we look at the wall? It's just part of the wall, but it feels different now. When I look at it, my hands start to tremble. Oh, I see. And the pads, there's a door made out of flesh. It's locked. There's some kind of pulsating slit around where a keyhole would be. You have to imagine. Okay then. That's different. Bit of interesting graphical delay going on at the top of the screen there. Oh goodness. Oh, and it's showing again. And we all remember when the foe who had possessed the stitched up body was impaled by the masts in a very contrived and oddly convenient scheme. Let's continue descending down this Resident Evil staircase. Okay, well, this didn't happen. Pretty sure. Unless that's when that other woman was killed in 7 days. Okay, yeah. This is when the ensign was killed that was keeping him captive. I guess the other one was the one that somehow ended up with the hand on the food processor. And now we're gonna take this guy's eyes out, presumably, which is how the doctor who was influenced died. And now we're adopting a very familiar attire somehow. And now this. Oh boy. There's a pit. Extremely deep pit, opening out into an abyss of total blackness. And the body. Looks like the corpse of an old man in the remnant of a suit tied up with strands of muscle and skin. Oh, that'll be Trilby then, I guess. It's supposed to be a hat. And also something else over here that I guess we're not... Oh, where I come from? Blanking people is considered rude. I guess we're talking to him. Chzo will not let me die. So who are you? You ask a complex question. The name by which I know myself is Trilby. But I strongly suspect that I am not the original. I am probably a clone giving over to Chzo as a plaything. Or perhaps that is my arrogance talking. Perhaps I simply cannot bear the thought that the real me would ever be imprisoned like this. So what is this place? I knew you'd ask that. No one who knew what this place was would ever come here voluntarily. You're inside the body of Chzo. How did I get here anyway? The last I knew I was in an asylum. On Earth. In the universe of technology. And I can't explain it. There's no possible way to get from there to here. Not corporeally anyway. Well, apparently that doesn't apply to Kabadath, but... Who's Chzo? A more appropriate question might be, what is Chzo? Or even where is Chzo, since it seems he's a place as well as a fiend. But to answer you, Chzo is a pain elemental. There were once many of his kind in the universe of magic, small and largely harmless creatures that fed on the petty anguishes of others. But over time they became more and more reliant on magic until their actual physical bodies were all but completely vestigial. They fought for more power by killing and absorbing each other. Chzo is the very last of his kind. A bloated mountain of gristle whose very essence crackles with residual magic. And now nothing but the most hellish torments will sate his hunger. He is the closest thing to a god of pain. You're the one who sent the idol into space. Possibly. Certainly I have memories of doing so. And you must be the man who found him. How could you know that? After the hotel tour, we spent many years researching Chzo. He requested a vision of the idol's future from the Ministry of Occultism. He was well respected by them, and his request was granted. Whether I am the original or not, I do possess the memories of that vision. I saw you. I saw what the foe did to you. I saw what you became. And I realized that I had seen you before somewhere. But never mind. You want to redeem yourself, don't you? More than anything. And all you have to do is follow my instructions. What do you want me to do? I want you to kill me. And don't pretend you're a stranger to killing. You have Frehorn's blade. It is infused with Chzo's magic. It's the only thing that can release his hold on me. I want you to drive it into my heart. The nature of the blade will infuse you with energy. Call it my soul, my life force, we don't have a proper name for it. I want you to give it to the one who needs it. Who? You'll find him nearby. He isn't physically here, but Chzo is observing him, and so he manifests. My life force will still save him, wherever his actual body is. I won't kill you, I'm gonna bust you out of here. No. Even if you could, I have no place to go. To the pain elemental, time is non-linear. It sees the past, present, and future all at once. Were I to leave this place, I could end up at any moment in time. Or every moment. Or no moment at all. It is the reason why you and I are able to interact like this. Despite from my perspective being in the 21st century. And you in the 24th. Now kill me, both our destinies demand it. Oh. Okay, we can repeat that whole conversation. I guess we cannot comply with him then. I'm sorry. None of it was your fault. Remember that. There's the glitch, and... there we go. I have a charged up blade now, I suppose. Oh, there's a body. It's another trilby, but he looks so much younger and healthier if it weren't for that stab wound. Actually, hold on, what's in the pit here? Can we do something stupid and jump down the pit? Is that an option that is open to us? It's a long way down, alright. I guess we're not gonna be doing that then. Also, we've got Trilby's soul. I can't feel it crawling around inside me looking for a way out. And there's a dead Trilby, I guess. He's at rest now. And here's the other Trilby. From the end of Trilby's notes. Can't seem to touch him physically, but maybe if we give him the energy. I can explain how the ending of that game was possible. Oh boy. Someone's upset. So you felt that, did you? I think I should get out of here. Except there's someone in the way, so it seems. Oh. Oh, okay. We're gonna catch hell for this, aren't we? I don't know how he actually killed himself, but why'd he have to cut his own throat out? With what, though? Couldn't he have just hung himself with his pajamas like most of them do? It's like he knew we'd have to clean up the mess. Personally, I'm more worried about how he got hold of a knife. You and I both know if a freak really wants to kill himself, there's very little we can do to stop them. And you honestly say he doesn't deserve it. I've got a little brother just joined the Navy Medical Corps. The same age as that poor doctor on the Mephistopheles was. I can assure you right now that that's not how Dr. Laszlo will see it. Come on then, let's fetch a body bag. Right, I guess that's where he ended up, but then this happens. Blackness swallows me, the furious roar of Chzo fades from hearing. I am free of that place. Free of physical form. The ebb and flow of time flutters against what passes for my body. Caressing me like a lover. Okay then, when I was a man, I was Destiny's prisoner. Now I will be her servant. There are men and women who must be guided. I will be the caretaker. I will be bullshit causality incarnate. Yeah, honestly, I never liked the idea behind this character. It just seems like a terribly convenient Deus Ex Machina, but... Day 6. It is finally July 28th, the day of everything. You could not have saved her, the cave. But there is still enough time to save yourself. What happened to her? Her weakened defenses allowed Joan Defoe to crush her personality. In loving her, you tainted her. Oh, okay then. Tainted. What's that supposed to mean? Just as the past affects the future, so too does the future affect the past. And your future, the cave, is a dark one indeed. Have you heard of Erwin Schrödinger, the cave? So dark that its influence travels backwards through your lifetime, leaving an eternal blemish on your soul that worsens as your fate draws near. Okay, shut up. Why can't you ever give me a simple, straight answer? Why won't you help me get out of here? You will find a way out in the basement of the Defoe Manor. What? If you wish to escape, go there. You expect me to go down into that madhouse. But what about John Defoe? Enough clones of Trilby remain to provide an escort. They will buy you the time you need to break through Defoe's defenses. You must combat the corrosive influence of his mind on equal footing. Know him, become him, defeat him. We shall not meet again. I wish you luck. Wait. Will you at least tell me who you are? Once I was a man. John Defoe destroyed all I had. But a gift gave me the power to see the destiny of all mankind. Somehow. While simultaneously enslaving me to it. Just take my word for it, okay? You and I, the cave, are pawns in a game too vast and complex to understand. Just take my word for it, okay? But a pawn that crosses the board becomes a king. Or at the very least a prince. I'm pretty sure they become a queen, but alright. We'll go with that. Looks like a page from a file or something. I'll add it to my journal. Frehorn's blade is one of the Order's most sacred relics. It is said to have been used by the 18th century prophet Jack Frehorn himself to deliver the 12 sacrifices. It enabled him to write the books of Chzo. When a person dies, their body, mind, and soul separate and drift apart. An individual killed by Frehorn's blade, however, separates differently. They leave their body behind while their mind and soul remain together. So what does that mean for the Trilby guy we killed and the Chzo place? This results in a non-corporeal spirit of unusual ability capable of strong manifestations, but they remained forever under the command of the one who wielded the blade. Okay. What does that mean? Does that mean Trilby is now the slave of bullshit man? An individual can exploit a loophole in these rules by killing themselves with Frehorn's blade, which would theoretically transform them into an immensely powerful spirit, a magic-infused force of pure will. So the Green Lanterns. None, however, have yet chanced this. Yeah, I guess maybe that was supposed to be a hint, just, this hasn't actually happened yet, maybe, possibly. Which would be a contradiction to the scene we saw with the killing of the Trilby captive, but I guess we can do that to ourselves and become super powerful or something. I don't know. We have to go to the basement of the Fall Manor, so it seems, so let's see. Save again and see what's waiting for us there. We got 3 Trilbys left. Will you 3 come with me into the hub? If that is what you order. We do only as we are told. How many of you are there? We don't know. When any of us fall, another comes here to take our place. So if you die, you can come back here and there'll be more of you. Oh boy, that's gonna be part of the puzzle, isn't it? Until there are no more. Personally, I'm in no hurry to die. Come on then. Boy. Alright, in we go. So we got 3 bodyguards, but we can replenish them, so it would appear. Hang on. Looks like a page turned out of some kind of reference textbook. Alright, let's check it out then. Also Elande. It's also leash-like, I don't know. Kind of undead sorcerer, granted immortality by removing their soul from their body and placing it in an external object. The leech's body is indestructible, it can still be stretched, twisted and made to feel pain. But only damage to their soul artifact will cause permanent damage. Wraith is a servant of a lich, a dead life form whose soul is placed post-mortem in a small part of the lich's soul artifact, making them subservient. Wraiths are non-corporeal and, like all ghosts, can exert influence over the environments and objects to which they are tied. It should be noted that the Wraith's influence and manifestations becomes increasingly wild and uncontrolled if its soul is separated from its mind, which I guess happened. I don't know, did it happen? I guess the mind got tied to the mansion and the soul was in the... what do you call it? The idol. Which I guess wasn't in the mansion anymore or anywhere near it. So that's what happened. Alright, let's take a look around then. Oh, okay, one of the clones is dead. Is that gonna happen every time we move from one place to another? Oh god, it is. Okay. You got a welding mask in the master bedroom, I guess. And looking at my face begins to itch. Take it from... shit. Take it for ourselves, which causes the wraith to come and try to choke me in real life, but by making me unable to swallow properly, right? So I guess we're no longer under the protection of the Trilby clones, so to imagine we're gonna get chased if we stay here any longer, so let's go back out. Hey look, we got more helpers. Right, let's go up again and go to a different door this time, I suppose. Because we're gonna keep going from room to room until we find all of them. We'll go through all of them. It won't, it hurts. But in the bathroom, which is where the corpse was, I never understood that, and I don't think... well, maybe the commentary says something about it, but... if you remember the first game, like... the skeleton of John Defoe was somehow in the bathroom, even though, like, under the floor tiles, which makes no fucking sense, because by the time he got here, the father and the son were already dead, which means that someone else entirely decided to pave over the floor of the bathroom and leave his bones there, for some fucking reason. Alright, let's steal the apron, then. It's one of those words that you never quite know. Well, at least I never quite know how the fuck you're supposed to say it. So we got 2 out of the 3 pieces of the welder cosplay that we need so far. At least I imagine we need 3. The other thing would be the machete, I think. But let's order a new batch of clones, and let's go this way. I think this way is shorter. Oh, we go to the games room immediately, wouldn't go through the living room or the lounge. And there's the machete, I guess, even though that's where the gun was in the original game. We did it, we got the outfit. It hurts. It's apparently so badly made. So let me get another clone replacement, I suppose. Let me save too, by the way. Disposable. What happens if we go this way then? We go to the kitchen, we go to the room with the painting that keeps deteriorating. Get another neck snap. And there's the hole. There's some kind of barrier blocking the way, like a force field, but also like something else entirely. So we're going that way again with the outfit, maybe, or what? Oh, I guess we are. Oh, we got the... because that's the basement, yeah. Alright, we got our welder cosplay. Father. Should've. Father. Killed you. Demon. Demon. Demon child. Demonic demon. Demon ballsy. I saved him, father. Demon child. I brought him back. Oh, child. It hurts. Child. Demon. Demon. And now all of the shades are the tall man, the floating man. Your fault, I killed. Go into space. It hurts. Oh, the void would hurt. Floating man. The shuffle man. Janine, kill me. The new prince, Janine. Fault. Right, now what? The foe. The foe manor. You are the last one. I guess we depleted the supply. The others all went into the house. They never came out. Does that mean anything to you? That spark any memories? I think the others were killed. I think that images start to flash before my eyes. The full manner of being here feels wrong. I think it's supposed to have been destroyed. Yeah, you think. In what way destroyed? Fire. It's supposed to have been burned down. Perhaps you should address this inconsistency then. Let's burn this place down somehow. But how? I can show you where to get some petrol. Okay, going the utilitarian way. Actually, I don't remember. I only grabbed like a couple BTTV emotes. Oh, we can interact with the darkness or with myself. Can't see anything, especially not through the smoked visor. I feel disconnected, like I'm looking down at myself from the outside. Can hardly move. Where the hell am I? Oh, it's moving. Oh, so we ended up in the cave. It's not really happening. And yet, if it's not really happening... Okay, hang on. You know, timeouts. I'm sure that's supposed to be a... You know, callback to the end of 7 Days of Skeptic, where the final thing you see in the game is after everyone leaves. There's like another hand coming out of the coffin. So it didn't really happen, then what the fuck? What's the point of that? There's like a large cuboid object covered in a tarpaulin. I think it belongs here. There's also paper in front of it, so... Is this also the coffin? Or some kind of document lying on it? I'll add it to my journal. It's okay. Children of the King rejoice, for the time is finally at hand. Our patience these last few centuries will finally be rewarded. 200 years ago, the body of the bridge keeper was destroyed. 200 years from now, the soul of the bridge keeper will meet the same fate. These are known as bridge events. Their significance was so great that they sent ripples of weakness through the timeline itself, echoing off into both the past and the future. It's apparently a two-dimensional time perception, though, which raises a few questions. On the 28th of July 2189, the ripples from the past will collide with the ripples from the future, creating an area of extreme weakness between the two realms. That's today. If the third bridge event, the destruction of the mind, occurs at this point, the force of the explosion will penetrate that area of weakness and form the bridge between the realms. Over this bridge, the King Chzo will come. He will come to save us and all the men of technology from sin. We must, however, be alive to enjoy this new age of perfect purity, and so it is important that the complex and ophthalmology building be evacuated at least 1 week prior to the bridge event. Which I guess is what we walked in on. Now what about the actual... oh no. It's a bomb. There's enough nano-explosive here to atomize the county. Oh. So the explosion was... wait, hold on, time out. The explosion was a literal explosion. The body, blah blah blah, 200 years from now, the body, the soul. The ripples will collide, creating an area of extreme weakness between the two realms. The destruction of the... okay, I guess the destruction of the mind is the destruction of the mansion. That's why the bomb is necessary. So I guess the troll thing was just completely pointless. Alright, let's run away as fast as we can. Maybe we'll be able to escape the bomb. It's a time detonator hooked up to a huge pile of super dense nano-explosive. I read about this stuff, like a nuclear blast without radiation. All it needs is a little heat to set it off. Do we provide that heat? I mean... guess we're not actually able to leave, so... tinker with it a little more. Nothing for it, we're gonna try and disarm... wait a second. Bomb's already been defused. Okay. The wiring under the control panel has been ruined. As long as it's not damaged, this thing isn't going to explode. What if we want it to explode, I mean? Can't see anything else we could really do here. Try using all of our items on it. Our cell phone radiation. Manhandle it some more. No. Don't really see what's exactly from us here then, I gotta tell you. Try to escape again. Okay, now we can leave. Or not. Shit. Oh, okay. Oh boy, looks like Trelby might actually have fucked us over here. What do you know? How convenient that we can have a nuke without the radiation. Can you imagine if that was an actual thing? I don't even want to imagine that. Six days later. You're watching UCBC News. Investigation continues into the circumstances that resulted in a nano-explosive detonation from the country of Buckinghamshire 6 days ago. The blast completely demolished the ophthalmology building, which had been purposely evacuated beforehand, and several lead ophthalmologists are being held for questioning. Although the detonation has not yet been found to have caused any loss of life, 2 individuals last seen in the area have been reported missing. And environmentalists are already calling this the biggest ecological disaster in the entire history of the country. But without the radiation. The investigation continues. Right, let's see what... as an avatar of destiny, I cannot judge what the denouement is. I cannot afford to question events, only encourage them to take place as history demands. And yet I wonder why the Order of Blessed Agonies expected Chzo to enter this universe. After all, a creature so dependent on magic could not possibly survive in a world where there is none. The prophecies were wrong. Frehorn, the Order, the Tall Man himself, all deliberately misled by the Pain Elemental. But why? For what purpose was the bridge really constructed? Well, it was open for mere seconds. Nothing came through from the ethereal realm. So did Chzo's plan simply fail? Or was his intention not to send, but to receive? See if... well, gotta wait for this freaking dialogue to end. At the cave to the destiny demanded of him by the timeline. Now I must wait. 2 centuries from now, my younger self will require my guidance. So let's find some time to kill. The eternal cycle must be set in motion again. And while I do not judge and feel no regrets, I find that I do not relish this task. Oh well. Can't really do shit about it, I guess. See, if Chzo had actually crossed over, then wouldn't that have meant that the event in the future would never have happened? In the 18th century, the prophet Jack Frehorn put to paper the 3 books of Chzo, the blood of the 12 sacrifices still fresh on his hands. The Book of the Prince, the Book of Victims, and the Book of the Bridge. This is a central tenet in the faith of the Order of Blessed Agonies. What is not known, not even by the highest acolytes, and likely not even by the prince himself, is that there was a 4th book. It seemed to contradict the other prophecies, and Frehorn discarded the draft, thinking it a garbled message. This was the Book of the New Prince. Here is what it said. I guess we can't wait, gotta hear it right now. And here we are back in the body of Chzo. On the day of the bridge, the prince returned to the court of the king and bowed low before the presence. And the king was greatly wrathful, and he said to the prince, "Why have you returned, O prince, you who would betray this king, who would defy his own flesh?" He also shot him in the chest with a laser, and with those words the king threw down the prince and stripped away his vestments. And the prince once again became the arrogant man, even though he didn't think he ever stopped that. But the arrogant man said, "I wanted only to please you, my king. I know you schemed to replace me. If I betrayed you, it was only to remain your prince. Surely telling you this will bear no consequences." And the king replied, "I have not forgotten that you are the arrogant man, and still your arrogance blinds you. Who are you to question my plans, you little man of linear time? Yeah, you fucking noob. Who are you to believe he knows what is best for I who has shrunk down the agonies of 1,000,000 men, I who has seen to the edge of forever? I have better internet access than you. You are not my prince, O arrogant man. You were never truly of my flesh." This guy, on the other hand, I'm gonna blast him with a different laser. Also, yeah, sure thing, Lambda. It's about to be over anyway, and the king took the vestments of the prince and gave them to the man of purity, and the man of purity became the new prince. He also has that mask for some reason. And the bandages. And the arrogant man wept aloud. "Why have you betrayed me, my king? What have I done that I should earn this wrath?" Came the reply, "Long ago you were offered the chance to fulfill the role of the bridge as a being of both magic and technology." Oh, really? Could have proven your commitment to your king. You could have chosen your successor. But you failed. You resisted and created the child to become the bridge in your stead, so I guess Capidat was gonna be the bridge at first. I don't really see how that would have worked, but after you learned the true purpose of the bridge, you had the audacity to subvert my will. Weakly you sought to avert your destiny and the destinies of others. Luckily, Mr. Baldman was there to help me out in that regard. But rejoice, arrogant man, for I have provided another opportunity to fight your fate. Simply defeat your successor and return to my side. Good luck. The new prince faced the arrogant man. The new prince threw down the arrogant man with his force field, and now I was in control again. Can I save? Can I not save? Oh yeah, I can. Oops. Look, it's my king. It hurts to converse, protect him always. Don't really see how. Oh hey, it's Shelby again. The guide. It hurts to talk, it hurts to try and... Can we get out of here? No. It hurts to try and, what do you call it? Manhandle him, and there's the arrogant man. Take his place. It hurts to try and talk to him. Just we're gonna shaft him. Bye-bye. Oh, we have his sweet stuff as well. Is that the same one that has the 4 scythe blades on top? Oh, yeah, it is. There you go. And the arrogant man knew the name of the king. So says the book of the new prince. And that's the game. So it didn't really end, but it ended. And as far as I'm aware, there's been like very cursory references to the series in like other stuff that Yahtzee has made, like The Consuming Shadow, but pretty sure the actual story ended here. It was never followed up, and you just kind of have to make up your own stories about what happened with the new prince, I guess. And I don't really think I could do that, because I still have way too many fucking questions about inconsistencies. About stuff that happened in the series, like, you know... like, nobody ever questioned, you know, if the event in the future that's the destruction of the idol, that was the destruction of the soul... if that was necessary to, like, make the ripple with the destruction of the body, then wouldn't doing the summoning ritual have ensured that that would not have been possible? I mean, or would have been changed significantly? I don't know, it raises a lot of questions. Same thing with the, you know, speaking of the future part. The whole thing with the hand that comes out of the coffin at the end. Like, what even was the point of that, other than just a cheap spook? If, like, apparently that got referenced in this game, but apparently the scene that calls forward to it never actually happened, so what's the point? And, you know, a bunch of other details about... I can start getting into how a lot of the puzzles are just, like, unintuitive. How the fuck are you supposed to know? Once you have this thing, you have to go to somewhere or someone completely unrelated just to be able to progress. And I really don't see the logic behind it at all. But more importantly, now that I've actually closed the window from these old-fashioned AGS games, I can finally turn off monitor capture and not be dependent on all kinds of weird shit. You know, interfering with the stuff that I'm trying to capture, like... I could also go on about these issues. What do you call it? The issues that these old things that fuck with the graphical settings give me, even on the windows that they're not supposed to affect, but that would just be me going off about nothing particularly relevant. But yes, that was 2 hours, well, even after I had already done like the first day on another occasion. I was actually supposed to, or trying to, you know, finish the whole series, all 4 games in one sitting, back when I started them back in like a week ago or so. I think it was precisely a week ago, actually. It was a Sunday and I had stayed up all night and I needed to stay up so I could go to bed at a different time, so I said, fuck it, let's replay this whole series, but I only managed to get through the first 2 and a bit of the third one. And then I tried to finish it on Friday, but I was too sleepy to finish the final one, so there we go. Kind of ironic that the actual end to my playthrough of that series was on, you know, during a time when I was actually not sleepy because I had pretty much just woken up. Oh well. It's what you call irony, I guess. It's a useful writing device. Also, apparently I'm getting internet hiccups. Okay, never mind. But the internet hiccups that I may or may not be getting intermittently should be a cue for me to call it for now, I guess, since... I was gonna do this yesterday, actually, last night, but I got caught up in other things, and by the time that was over, I was... I could already tell that I was gonna be so sleepy, there was no way I was gonna be able to go through the whole game, especially if it took 2 hours. Which admittedly is a bit more than I expected, since... Well, I don't know, I had already done a bit of it, and... thought these games take like between an hour and a half and 2 hours on average, but apparently a little more. And that's, that's adding to that. That's only if you know exactly what to do, which, spoilers, I had a window of walkthroughs open for all of these games because I didn't want to get stuck for a long time, which I'm pretty sure would have happened if I hadn't had them open, as I remembered it happening the first time I attempted them on my own years and years ago, but now I'm just going on about shit that's not really isn't really leading anywhere, going anywhere. It has no particular relevance, so yeah, it's only 2 in the afternoon. But I don't really have anything else I want to do right now for the stream, so you all take it easy. I will see you sometime in the future. I would imagine. Oh, there was still 1 second left of that song. Perhaps next week, perhaps earlier, who knows. But at any rate, I sure hope I can come up with something a bit more coherent to do, and that I'm not nodding off constantly while I'm trying to do it. Which is, it's not a guarantee at all, but it's a thought that counts. So yeah, I will see you later. Wonder if the music thing, okay, it is still turned on in this scene. That's nice.